was weird. That took a second. Ni hello. It's so nice to see everyone again. I was out all day. Death mark time. Death mark time. I think my description says we're on chapter 4. Hello! But I think we're actually only on chapter 3. Which was this one? No, we are. We're chapter 3. No. Did we finish chapter 3? Actually, suddenly can't remember. So let's just get right into it. I know we just finished Himio. And we still have Kristy. So are we on chapter 3? Well, I could only have chat. Well, where are we supposed to be going? Something the matter? Are you not heading to H-Shrine? That's right. Okay. So we have to go back to the forest. Oh, that's right. Mary's with us that time. Okay, we'll be fine. I've totally forgotten everything since we last played. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine. By the way, Mr. Jekyll, have you read the files over there? She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? Kristy grabs a file and flips through the pages. Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in H City and the surrounding areas, with Miss Kujo looking into criminal activity. Is No-maeda? No-maeda. Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. She puts the file back. Alright, should we head out soon? Why can't I ever explore the garage? I just have to point and click when we go to buildings, but in the actual mansion, I just don't get very lucky. I park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. Oh, that's creepy. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time. And to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. Mary! And to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman. This is a very precious experience. Mary! She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but is she actually having fun? Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentments of the dead. Simply their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I can see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Blossoming romance between a doll and a human. I feel like there should be an anime about that. I guess Rosa Maiden's pretty close, but that's not a true romance. Let's hurry to the shrine. Oh, I don't have to go through it? Ah! I don't have to go through it! Yay! We reach the old torii gate with no trouble. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. Each shrine is up those stone steps. At Mary's direction, we walk towards the gate. A small black shadow flits across our feet. Is it the rabbit? It's that rabbit again. So this is the rabbit you've told me about, Lord Jekyll. You're correct. It is very cute. The rabbit stares up at the two of us. Then disappears towards the shrine. What in the world was that all about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. So it's a spirit, too. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution. We follow the rabbit under the torii gate and up the stone steps. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this an aged shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. The black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't stay here too long. Oh, we're just gonna jump right into it, huh? There's a sacred Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder. I wonder if that boulder is an Iwakura. What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to be an object of devotion. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Goshintai. Looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time. I peek inside the altar, just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The Goshintai's outside, and the altar is empty. That's concerning. I'm sure this would make more sense if I actually knew anything really about Shinto religion. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. I wonder what happened here. I don't think there's anything... Oh, wow. That's really... It just got really quiet. That was really weird. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. Each shrine was much the same. But in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddha statues from shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened? No, it was done in a public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kuja family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. You said that they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Lord Jackal. The shrine was subsequently dug up, and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard that they were stolen 50 years ago, around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say the Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned to divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits? Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits, or whatever? About that. This land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it. So, too much background noise, right? Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christies Mark, however faint. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest. So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me, I was unable to... You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. Oh, do I have to walk out? Oh yeah, that bodes well. We leave H Shrine, walking down the beast trail towards the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but For some reason, I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. I don't like this. I don't... Is that it? We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. Well, that was a complete waste of time. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Kristy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimio was right. Its shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. It feels like we just don't have enough information to say it at this point to say one way or another. But there's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in the forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around. It couldn't just be coincidence, could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? You might be right. My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Kristy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. Lord Jackal, please stop the car. Mary speaks for the first time since we have entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christies Mark close by. Do you know what this makes me think of? When you're a little kid and you're sitting in a car and you look outside and sometimes you would imagine like a monster running beside you. That's really what that feels like. That whole little scene, that's exactly what it feels like. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Kristy and I step out of the car. My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Look. Someone's over there. A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why's a kid outside at this time of night? Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Iida. I got to talk with Hanayome. Oh yeah? Glad to hear it. Oh Lord. A rather round young man appears, stepping out of the shadows. You got your question answered, Suzu? Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is. You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone... limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. What's Love and Hero? What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard. TV's restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Eita, is the bus coming soon? Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out. Yeah. Those two are going to be familiar in a little while because they don't really show characters unless they're, like, important. We watched from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Kristy. What do you think? I turn, but Kristy isn't there. Hey, you there. How do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for a child abduction. Well, there goes Kristy, hounding the poor guy. Just calm down. I try to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed. Hey, lady. Don't be mean to Iida. The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him to come with me. Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning? A ghost who helps find things. People say that you can talk to her from this telephone box. A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious. What's going on? He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on, what is this? That looks exactly like mine. There it is. There it is. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's the curse scar, yeah? I saw an article on it on Oops Art Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not all true, right? Right? Sounds like he'd heard the rumors, but chose not to do anything about it. That's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's a real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable. I've got one of those too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome, that's more than a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. We tell them what's going on, and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. It surprisingly doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking with us. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. I knew it! I knew it! I knew we were gonna have... I knew that there was a reason. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Iida Nakamatsu. The girl is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the reader's column on an Oops Art Monthly. Susie mentioned that she was interested in Hanayome, and Iida told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Hanayome is just as famous as the ghosts at... Wait. Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. Hey, Iida, please tell them about those rumors. Do I have to? Okay, fine. Iida reluctantly tells us at Susie's request. They're just rumors I read, but... Let's go! Chapter 3. Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H City. There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone, but all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? He heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, "No, I haven't seen it." Then she said, "What do you want to see?" His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. When he looked down where the woman said it really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, wanna come with me? There's a Toho song like this. By Shinra Basho. It's actually a really good song. It deals with Komeji Koishi. there. I carry Mary from the car and gently place her back on the sofa. Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here. The doll really talked. I can't say that I expected that, but then does that mean all that stuff about the mark is true too? On the way over, we updated Susie and Iida with just about all that they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Iida in particular already has experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters, or voice actors. Kristy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. And Susie snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure that they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome. Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Suzu and Iida, they are likely from Hanayome. And Lady Kristy, the feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume that Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen. Right before I entered the forest, I stepped into the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at that rest area is also in the rumors of Hanayome. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Who are you talking about? It is not for children to know. Fine. So there are other phone boxes like that. I think there are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to in A Highway parking lot is one. And one at T Mountain Rest Area. That's the one Miss Kristy went to. And, Iida, where was the last one? At the park by the T apartment complex. It is the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Dunno. The BBS I read didn't say. Mister, do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks? I'm not sure yet. Really? But the rumors say Hanayome go back 5 years. And no one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you'll get a mark. Susie's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark? If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say, seeing as I don't know anything about spirits. A ghost helping people find what they're looking for. That's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of a ghost story. Hey, Mr. Jekyll. If those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? If we return them to their places, they might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues. If Christy's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls. There are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea. So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Lord Jekyll, may I add, as I explained previously, your mark is... it is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seems to weaken your mark's power. It's been several days since she told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I am still among the living. What are you trying to say? I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is. But it is true, it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well. I can't really picture Kristy and Iida facing off against spirit by themselves. If they failed, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back. I'll figure something out. Thank you. Mary bows her head slightly. Now you should begin investigation. Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate Team Mountain and the Park by T apartment complex. New info is added. Yay! We're gonna partner with Susie because I think she is the best to partner with. Lord Iida, Lady Suzu, and Lady Kristy. Hanayome is likely the one that gave all of them their marks. Please visit one of the public phones that rumors say. Okay, so... And we just go. Shall we go? Actually, let's look here. She's an elementary school student. A young girl who called Hanayome to ask her something and received the mark. She was raised in a complicated household and is extremely mature. The only thing childish about her is her love of animals. An occult maniac who's addicted to BBSs. He met Suzu through the Reekler's column in Oops Art Monthly, and she idolizes him like a big brother for whatever reason. This is the beginning of the hottest summer in the life of Iida, age 33. That was weird. I just saw his face change. We're gonna take Suzu. I think that's probably the best option. Let's go to the rest area since that's the first one on the list. The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of a vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Kristy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. It almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. I feel like that dog's calling someone. I think it's looking for its master. You understand it? Kinda, yeah. We have a dog at home, too. And that one's not a regular dog. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure it's a spirit or a ghost or something. Oh, oops. I'm only supposed to talk about that stuff with my mom's friends. People will think I'm weird if I do. But you understand, don't you? Yeah. Can she sense the supernatural? It always felt like something was different about her from the start. Anyway, mister, I think that's the telephone booth that's in the Hanayome rumors. Rumors say that the phone is supposed to ring if you wait for it by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count. Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside. But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Susie will have to go in. Should I go in? No, I'll go in. I can't stand around and make a kid do this. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside, and that just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation. On the night of 2/8/1990X, an assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any information on this case, please notify the H Police Department. This is dated 5 years ago. Looks like something terrible happened here. The phone begins to ring. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is a dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Oh, I hate that! Suddenly, there's a strange noise. Crunching. Smacking. Oh, this is literally triggering my misophonia! Smacking, like the sound of saliva as someone chews. Did you see it? Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. The scariest thing, a phone call. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asked a second time. The rumors mentioned that I should say, I haven't seen it. Very seriously, I say, I haven't seen it. What do you want to see? It's going exactly as the rumors said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Kristy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H-Shrine. I'll give it a try. Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me, tell me, tell me! Tell me, 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 tell me. The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dually, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely. And she did say something to the effect of that the Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between a Buddha and a monstrous spirit? He did try. He tried. Or is the mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying here. As soon as I leave the booth, Susie comes up to me. You don't look good. Something happened in there? I tell Susie about my conversation with Hanayome. I wonder what's going on. She answered my question okay. Susie's brow furrows in confusion. Wow, I'm struggling tonight, you guys. Susie's brows furrows in confusion. Do you want to see about that other telephone box? Maybe some clues are there. Or you can try one more time there. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by the T apartments, in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. New info was added. Oh, I really can't look around? Okay, that sucks. Talk to Mary. I tell Mary what happened at the phone box. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your marked Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. Should we change partners, you think? No, I think we'll stay with Suzu. She's cute. She's sweet. We're gonna take her. Alright, let's go to the park. Park time, park time. I see a small park tucked between... I see a small park tucked between all the looming apartment buildings. There's no one here. I guess everybody's already asleep. I'm sure that the telephone booth from the rumors... Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. Me too. I feel that. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratched my head. Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it. Suddenly, I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Suzu, go back to the car. There's something I want to try, but it might end up backfiring on me. Oh, okay. Please be careful, mister. Oh, wait 1 second. I have a message from Iida. Oh? Yeah, he says there's new info on Hanayome. Here it is. Suzu hands me a note written by Iida. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best to avoid anything that even sounds like I. What? Don't say I? There's nothing else? No, that's all. But Iida said that he was sure it would help. I'll keep it in mind. So don't do as the rumors say and don't say the word I. Susie returns to the car. And here we are again. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth too. Just like the one at the rest area, this one looks like it's been here for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you were to witness this crime, please notify the police. MPD. February 8th. 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? Someone was murdered. The phone rings. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. I hear a noise, like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. An icy cold voice speaks. Did you see it? I saw it. You saw, didn't you? You saw that thing of me. Wait. The voice cuts off. Oh? Something collides violently with the glass of the booth, but I can't see it. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, hang on. Tell me, how did you see it? With your own eyes? Or eyeglasses? A telescope? Oh, telescope. No eyes. Don't mention with the eyes. It sounds like something's searching around outside the phone box. You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red? Pink? Green? Oh, I don't know. Pink? Oh. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams? Romance? Love? Which do you choose? Definitely my dreams. Oh no, I should have picked romance. Why didn't I pick romance? But I survived. I knew it should have been love. Or whatever, romance. The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth, and Suzu rushes up to me. My mark suddenly started hurting. Did something happen? I tell Susie about what happened in the telephone booth. I wonder what that was about. Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Huh? There's something on the ground. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. It looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. To Seiko, I'll dispel all of your heartache. So forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I asked Susie what they think. Is it a coincidence, or... Susie worries at her lip. We've got all of the boxes now. Should we go back? I want to share all this with Iida and Miss Kristy. Yeah. We should probably head back for now. New info was added. The third phone box. Maybe I should have taken Kristy. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh well. Oh, welcome back. Kristy is there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases. How did the investigation go? Susan and I tell Kristy what we discovered. I see. I can see Kristy's mind working. Hey, Mr. Jekyll, you know those posters in that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... She glances over at the files. The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Iida to help out too. Go get a move on. All four of us began searching through the files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in each city. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're so old? After a while, I think I found it. The date matches the posters, and the victim's name is Seiko. Susie lays the file out on the desk, and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently, she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Iida. But I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's surprisingly a brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Kristy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Iida somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Kristy? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown. And in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. That's so sad. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. We fall silent as the reality weighs upon us. Susie timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayome's phone boxes. According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by a highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth. Did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is that it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Susie's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romantic trip to Greece. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? Well, he began acting strange due to the shock, and he went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was on one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those pictures were of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out and took pictures of her, her face soaked with tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it night after night, until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said that they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? They did deserve. Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Kristy. Do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location. But that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So you're really going to go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome. Okay, mister. I'll do my best. Hang on. Save? I'm just gonna turn the audio down just a little bit. Let's see. Okay. The phone box that guided us to the case, the fact the woman was hung herself wearing a wedding dress, the connection by the forest, the other markers who won't like it, but we need to go back to the forest. But why am I so sure of that? Okay, so we have to go back to the forest. We're gonna take... I think we have to take Kristy for this one. Because she knows where it was. So we're gonna go take Kristy to the forest. And she said they went west. So... this is more awkward than I thought. Being out alone with someone who, until recently, was planning to kill herself. Do you have something you want to say? She noticed right away. Was I being that obvious? No, not really. It's fine. You don't have to hide it. You're wondering if I still want to kill myself, aren't you? Is this a woman's intuition? No, maybe I'm just crap at hiding things. Don't worry. I don't anymore. People hate it when things are forced on them, right? Doesn't matter what it is. I can trust you, right? Yes. At least for now. Here's hoping she keeps feeling the same, at least while we're together. Just then, the tires hit a bump in the road. I can see a square, gray object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. Huh? Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Iida's CD radio cassette player. Huh? Why is something like that? He said we might need music during the drive, then went and put it in there himself. But we don't have any CDs or tapes. Should I turn on the radio? No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent a while, Kristy finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. It's rather worrisome, don't you think? He's just, and, you know, gotta listen to some music. I gotta have some tunes. After all this time, they don't know. Who doesn't know what? Those two. They think the spirit just helps you find things. What a naive fairy tale. Yeah. Kristy is exactly right. You quickly become disillusioned once you actually face the spirit. But thinking about it, wouldn't that be the best? Kristy looks at me in shock. Wait, what are you saying? I just mean, our lives are on the line here. Would you stop joking around? Sorry. She's furious at me. But it looks like she was telling the truth about not wanting to die. She's got too much pride. Someone like that would never commit suicide. What's so funny? Nothing. Will we make it back again? I stare at the headlights and contemplate where we're going. Bum 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 bum. That sigh was pretty deep. I can't believe we're here again. At least I can feel better knowing he's not around anymore. I almost remind her about Hanayome, but I stop myself from opening my mouth. I don't want to break her tenuous calm. Okay. It's supposed to be the west of the gate. North, south, east, west. So west is left. I look to the west of the gate again, but there's no sign of a trail. Strange. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. When I came here researching an article, there was a path to the west. Suddenly, Kristy's face stiffens. What's wrong? I feel cold all of a sudden. Oh, Jesus Christ! I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. A dog? It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs. But it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles, its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. What is that? Are you trying to tell us something? You're being too gentle with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. Act like its master. Weaker dogs like to bark right, so ignore it and stay quiet. So ignore it and stay quiet, huh? I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly, then vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to guide us? Maybe. I shine the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. The mark's color grows more vivid. A few hours left until death closes in. There's probably not much time left. We better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. Oh man, are we actually supposed to go over there? There's a thicket of trees next to the gate. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate. That's right, I remember now. This is the path I took before. That dog, was it trying to show this to us? Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. I don't really have a good feeling about this. There's something in the grass at the foot of the tree. It's a wad of paper. I push the grass aside and pick it up. I found a worn-out talisman. Oh, yay! Back to 1500. Okay. We'll go left. Check there first. So, I feel around the blades of the grass. Instant camera. I hit the switch before I realized, and a red light appears. Apparently that means the flash can be used. It must still have battery left. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it. You're right. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decide it's wise to not mention the dried blood that stuck to the bottom of it. To see is to perceive light. That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? I shine the light on the grove of the trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Huh? What is that? Something's posted there. I can't make it out from here. I move forward to for a closer look. What is this? All thoughts in my head cease. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing, and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all these photos have nails in the eyes. It's just as Kristy said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to those nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? Hey, all the people in these pictures, are they all men? Kristy's mutters are just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out, but they may be right. Yeah, it looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there. We should check it out. Something up in the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. Are you thinking about climbing the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so... Boost my partner? This is just between us, but I weigh... She whispers in my ear. Okay, that's off the table. I refuse. There's no way I can climb that. Looks like that's not going to work. Alright, so I'm gonna have to come back to this. Let me... I think... Okay, so I will have to come back to that. Because I'm gonna have to probably get Susie. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed toward me. What do we do? Something's coming. The instant Kristy speaks, The growling grows distinctly quieter. Except it doesn't look like it'll let us through. Let's turn back. We retreat without trying to force our way past. Okay. I have to go get, Suzu. Okay. I have to take Suzu. Wait. Oh. Uh-huh. This isn't the right way. I turned back. I know, I realize I messed up. Okay. I'm gonna take Suzu this time. And then I'm gonna, hoist her up. Hoist her up. And then... something in the branch of the tree. Stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it is to climb up the trunk. You're going to climb the tree? There aren't any cavities, knots, branches. It'll be hard. Yeah, I know. So, Suzu glances down at herself, up at the tree, and then looks at me. Yeah, I should probably do it myself. Looks like that's not going to work. If that's all, then... Okay, I'll try. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go. I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm gonna... one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Eek! Oh. Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. Here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Dog collar. A collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? I wonder who threw it away. Who knows? As I'm putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the side of the collar. What the hell does that mean? How are you supposed to pronounce that? Renta? She seems to perceive light things that emit light. The camera, I bet Psycho Hasagawa just like that. Alright, is that all that's here? Can I feel them? I grab the tape that's wrapped around one of the nails and take a good look at it. It looks like an audio tape that's been pulled out of a cassette. Oh, interesting. Can I take it? All the photos are of men. There's blood everywhere. It does belong to the person who put the nails in. I grab the tape. Can I take it? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay. I think... I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. Because I think I have to have her for this part. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the date. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed towards me. Well, what should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. All of them are men with nails in their eyes. I don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. I consider my options. Show her the collar. I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa! Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. Oh, shit. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Mr. Jekyll, don't move. But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. Stand still. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard, then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. Turn my back to it. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend to not hear it threatening me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. Whoo! The dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, does it? I'm sure it said... What should I call it? Oh, I hope this is right. Lenta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. Oh, thank God. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... Oh, I died. The dog fixes his gaze upon me, its glare strangely piercing. I got mauled to death. Whoops. I don't understand what the dog's name is. I didn't get that far. Is it like Grenta? What is the dog's name? Okay, decide again. So, I was right. I just kind of messed up. I got mauled to death by a dog. I know, isn't that awful? I had to go through this whole thing again. Hang on. I'm gonna auto this. His name is Good Boy, and it is every dog's name because all dogs are good boys. Even this dog that looks like it's gonna actually... This dog that's gonna maul me to death. It wasn't his fault. I dead named the dog. I think I dead named the dog, and the dog was like, no! Show the collar. And we start again. So it's not Lenta. Oh yeah, this is a good boy? This dog is a good boy? Literal dead name. I know what to do. Stand still, stand still. Stand still. It shuffles back. We've already seen all this. Dun 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 dun. I break my gaze and turn my back. I pretend not to hear it threatening me. Okay, here it comes. Name time, name time. I don't think it's Senta. That's a stupid name for a dog. Inscription. What should I call it? We're gonna call it Genta. Because Lenta was wrong. Genta. I mutter the name. The dog perks its ears. Please, 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 please. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... I'm not gonna get mauled to death! Yay! The dog turns around and quietly sinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. Yay! Patchy, 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 patchy! I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. It's because, yeah, I already got mauled to death. That's all I can answer with. I pat myself down with my hands, but don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. Really? You don't say. I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. It found what it was looking for. You're right. Anything fun? Anything nice? No, but we can continue onwards. Whoa. A sound like a rope creaks above my head. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Are those people? Susie gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They're mannequins. They clearly aren't people. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank? Or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. Okay. This poor girl. This poor child. Susie replies uneasily. This will teach you to sneak out. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. Oh yeah, let's go. A doll is mercilessly hanging by the neck. It has something in its left hand. Grabbing onto it to stop it from swaying, I open the hand and take what's inside. Found a worn-out talisman. Yes! Thank you for the soul power! The dolls swing unceasingly from their ropes, even though there is no breeze. Nothing? Oh, that hand better be the little girl. I think it's Susie, yeah. A male doll is hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. It's that dog. Suzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore. It's that dog from before. It starts digging at the dirt right in front of us. After a few moments, it disappears like the mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. That's the place where the dog was digging. Upon closer inspection, the dirt there seems to be a different color. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. No. You're going to dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please? Okay. I'm traumatizing this child. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we would find. Distracted. I look down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. I'm not too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then, I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. One assault. You. Hi, people! Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done. Now I die here. This forest you passed away. New song. Want to listen. Heaven. Oh no, is that her husband? The note ends there. 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes. She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? I know, I'm wondering if that's the fiancé. They look at the remains as if asking them my question. Of course, it's not going to reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. The voice falls silent. Is this the guy who assaulted her then? The last? Wait a second. The last what? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. It's nothing. Sorry, just talking to myself. You look fucking crazy! Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. Iida left his tape recorder in the car. Let's listen to the music. Unidentified suicide victim. Alright, anything else new? No, no. Back. No, wait, don't make me do this with a child. Half an hour. Oh no. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu, hey, can you hear me? Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. Achievement unlocked, the third spirit. No! I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. I don't have enough to defeat the spirit. No! I don't have enough information. Did I get in the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, gripping the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now. I glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Iida's tape player is laying on its side in the passenger seat. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. Let's go! Tape, 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 tape! I reach for one, but as I do, something odd. No. No! No! Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before. But the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. This is really, really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. Hello? I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? Please don't tell me I have to deal with this ghost with this child. I don't like that. Oh, no. Okay. She was found wandering. She was abducted from the rest stop. She was found wandering in the apartments. No, she was abducted in the apartments, found wandering by the rest stop, and then committed suicide in the forest, right? I think that's right. Oh, I should have written it down. I didn't think about it. I didn't think it was going to give me a choice. And I didn't save. We're just gonna do... We'll do the apartments. I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T apartments. It's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turned the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns, as if it was laying in wait for me. Oh boy. Please, 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 please. I never noticed that they have this like moving fog in the background. So it's like a pretty static image except for this moving fog. It's pretty cool. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. Haha. I know exactly who's calling. Are you kidding? No. A few minutes until death closes in. I didn't listen to the tapes. I head to the phone booth. I've got Iida's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. This is so creepy. I pick up the receiver. My misophonia, here it comes. But the phone immediately goes dead. Here she goes. It's her. Oh, shit. Okay. That's actually a really cool design. Oh, no. No, 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 no. No. You saw, didn't you? I know you saw it. Take a picture with the camera. Oh, please be right. Please be right. I quickly grab the instant camera and use the flash. The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye the spirit standing there, looking down on me. They really updated this. This is a really cool look. Oh, I don't want to get the bad ending though. The camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Choice 1, charm song. Oh no. I checked charm song into the tape. I can't think. I stick charm song into the tape player and press the play button. Listened often, dear. The spirit responds to the song. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Oh, I don't like this. This is so scary. We'll do it again. I press play again. The spirit responds. Oh god. Oh no. She's so close. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Is she too close or not? Can she get closer? Oh, I'm so scared. I think this is the wrong choice. I think this is the wrong choice. Can she get closer? Oh. Okay, yeah, she's close. My spirit is right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I hope this is the right one. I stick mine to the tape player and press the play button. Yes. That song was finished. Was that the bad ending? Was that the bad ending? Was that the bad ending or was that a good one? There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. A bowling pin lady? She is. She does look like a bowling pin. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now, Hanayome. Suzu is back to normal. I bet their marks are gone. Except mine, of course, but mine is still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. I hope her fiancé's song for her helps her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. My mark stings with pain. What's happening? Did I make the wrong choice? Suzu collapses, covering their eyes. Hey, what's wrong? My eyes hurt. It's the phone's fault. Stop it quick. Hurry. I grab the phone and hear a woman breathing. Immediately, I try to hang up, but my arm won't move. You saw it. You saw it. You saw me with your round little eyes. Well, bad little eyes. Get eaten? I'm gonna restart this whole fucking goddamn chapter. I am not being responsible for that child's death. Susie's terrifying scream echoes from both the phone and outside the booth. There are noises coming from the phone. Like someone stuffing their cheeks with gum. Oh my god, no! Hanayome eats eyes! The phone goes dead. I can move freely again. I'm about to walk out and this child's eyes are about to have been gouged out. I bolt out of the booth. Yep. Right near where Suzu had collapsed is a single achievement unlocked. Hanayome destroyed. Damn it. Bloody eyeball staring at me. I search everywhere around the park, but I can't find Suzu anywhere. Maybe deep down I'm actually scared of finding them. Of finding the mutilated corpse of missing an eyeball. Bad end. That's a bad end. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I don't understand what I did wrong. Welcome back, Mr. Jekyll. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. I've read a ton of comics about exorcisms, so I thought I could help. By the way, where's Suzu? No way, you're lying. I'm sorry. Oh. What did you, why would you let her? No, Suzu. Iida crumbles to the floor, his sobs echoing off the halls. I awaited your return, Lord Jekyll. It appears that you overcame your fear and destroyed the spirit. But there was a victim. Yeah, we beat Hanayome, but what happened to Suzu? Unfortunately, the spirit's festering grudge was not cleared away. That grudge then stole the life of the one who killed it, Suzu. So the spirit got revenge. Normally, grudges killing people would be impossible, but then why was only Suzu killed? With that kind of logic, I should have been. I can offer a logical reason. The vanquished spirit could only affect those it gave the mark to. If that's true, then it's pretty ironic. That'd mean I was saved because it wasn't Hanayome who'd given me my mark. The fact that you survived is at least a small mercy. It may seem cold, but please do not be overcome with regret. That's not comforting at all. That's really not. I'm really upset, actually. I could be next. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Jekyll, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says H-Shrine Findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was there. Go on, read it. Most of it is about how H-Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about H-Shrine's Go Shintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. The shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called the Ninjibutsu. The Ninjibutsu should be in the brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K. Miyachi's North Road City in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down the dimly lit back streets. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of the face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back. But the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence. If you can find those stolen statues and honor them at H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might be possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into, at least. Oh, and before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasagawa case that we found after you left. You bitch. Read through them if you want. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. So... Susie... I'm really upset, actually. Iida climbs the stairs, sobbing. I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all of this, too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If only I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right now. Kristy's smile turns wide. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. So... Shut up. Now then, Lord Jackal. Please find me when you're ready. Farewell. So, I'm upset. I'm not going to save in our normal file. We're going to save in this one. And I think I might actually, replay this chapter, at least maybe next week and try and actually do some research and see what I did wrong. And I might replay this chapter because I really don't want to have a bad end in this game. So I think I'm going to end it tonight. And tomorrow we're playing Osu. I'm really excited. I have to clear off my desk and we'll play some Osu. If you want to request maps or any songs, you can put them in my Curious Cat. I linked that on my Twitter. So it'll be fun, and hopefully I'll see everyone tomorrow night because it will not be archived. So if you miss it, you'll just miss it. Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.